This is known as the Madonna Chapel, and it's also known as the smallest church in the world. It's located on Highway 405, but it's locally known as the River Road in Iberville Parish, a little north of Nottoway Plantation. But first, if you go to patreon.com/LouisianaDread and become a subscriber, you'll gain access to exclusive content on Louisiana culture and history, like the one you're about to hear. This tiny little chapel was built by an Italian farmer named Anthony Gullo in 1902. His son was very ill, and Anthony prayed to the Virgin Mary, promising her that he would build a chapel in her honor if she would heal his son. Well, spoiler alert, the son recovered from his illness, and Anthony built the smallest church in the world, but it was slightly smaller than it is today. Originally, it was 7 feet by 7 feet, and it was octagonal in appearance, but when they built the new Mississippi River levee in front of me after the 1924 Great Flood, a newer version needed to be built. The one that we're in front of right now is 9 feet by 9 feet, and you can still see parts of it that's octagonal in shape. The name of Madonna is used in Catholicism in reference to the Blessed Virgin Mary, so the Madonna Chapel is only fitting. Not to be confused with Like a Virgin performed by pop artist Madonna. That's two totally very different paths here. Believe it or not, Ripley's Believe It or Not even came here and featured it as an oddity. Now, if you Google the world's smallest church, several locations pop up, like a tiny church in Texas, which really proves what we all been knowing here in Louisiana for forever, is that not everything's big in Texas. It's also important to remember the time frame that these other churches were constructed, as many don't even come close to the Madonna Chapel being built in 1902. Regardless if it's the smallest church or not the smallest church, this tiny little church stands out in the gorgeous landscape of Louisiana. The history of the state is very apparent here as well, with the very first church in Louisiana being constructed near this site in 1700. Mass is held once a year from the chapel every August 15th, which is the Catholic Feast of the Assumption, which is the holy day celebrating when Virgin Mary enters into heaven, body and soul. You can still come visit the chapel anytime though, with a small key located in a tiny box that's near the locked door. It's open daily, so anybody could just come and enjoy its peaceful aesthetic, but please be respectful to the building, history, and the grounds. We couldn't bring you this information without your support on Patreon, and we'd like to thank all of you who have already contributed, and we encourage anyone watching this video right now to consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/LouisianaDread. And for more horror, history, folklore, and culture, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Kyle Crosby, and this is Louisiana Dread Quick History.